What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the Ray Chat Podcast, Episode 3. I didn't think we were going to get past 1 and 2, but we are here. Episode 1, we did gaming, EA Activision type shit. Episode 2, we did a 2-hour anime one, which I was really surprised even lasted that long.
It was 2 hours.
What? Yeah, shit was 2 hours.
Yeah,
insane.
yeah.
And now we're here on Episode 3, Game of Thrones. New season coming out soon. But now, before we get into it, let me reintroduce my co-host and a new one into it. If you're used to seeing Richard and Greg, they haven't watched Game of Thrones because they're actual bots, so they're not going to be on this one. They will probably be on a future one, probably soon. Maybe not Greg. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so Fahad Jamal. We see him now. Who is that?
This is because we got 100 views on podcast episode 1. What's up, guys? I'm finally here.
Face reveal.
Face reveal. Even though you saw my avatar. Yeah.
We said 1,000, but we settled for 100 because we realized 1,000 might have been
that was too high of a goal for us.
For the first video. I'll take like 150. I'm cool with that for now.
Yeah.
But don't get. All right. Now next, my boy below him on your screens will be Justin. Tell him something. Reintroduce.
Why we reintroduce? I thought we were Fahad and Gabe.
Just say hi. Just say hi. Just say hello to the people. What are you talking about? Just say hi.
This might be their first one, you know?
It's the white guy that.
Yeah, he's like, what's bopping?
Yeah, I'm the white guy.
God,
Yeah.
Fucking white guy.
Hell yeah.
God, why can we?
There we go.
All right,
I'm
it's
here
all good.
for
All right,
representation.
next we got my boy David. Give him some.
I'm a weeb.
He's a weeb.
Yes, I'm a weeaboo.
Okay, and last but not least, we got the new one here today. Probably the one person who's watched Game of Thrones more than all of us. He wasn't on the anime one because he hasn't watched any anime because he was too busy watching Game of Thrones 70 times. So,
In the office.
And The Office.
please introduce yourself, mystery new guy.
What's up, guys? I'm Gabe. Real quick, just want to say today I opened my toilet lid and there was a cockroach. And I was
Oh
like,
God.
I flushed it down. It was swimming around, but I was like, "Yo, I almost got a roach off the booty, bro." That's all I'm saying.
Wouldn't be the first time. All right. So
That
wait. What's
That's-
the best video game franchise, Gabe?
Video game franchise, right here, baby.
There we go.
Parts for
Finally,
those
someone
in the
agrees
audio
with
version.
me.
Their chains aren't iced out. They're fake.
Right here, baby. Right here.
Oh,
It's upside down.
He has
There
a
we
fucking
go.
tat.
There we
It's a
go.
tat, bro. It's
That was the most.
It's real.
That was actually the most interesting intro I've seen. That's probably the best. That's probably the best intro we'll get.
A lot better than our first one.
God damn.
Okay.
Well, if you saw a fucking cockroach on his toilet, I saw a spider in my restroom.
Bro, dead
that
ass,
was-
it was just swimming there. I was like, bro, if I was like Russian, I wouldn't have seen it. It would have just
Bro,
crawled up in there, bro. I'm
You
not
have
even
ants?
joking.
Why is it that loose that can just fit in there?
Oh.
Yeah, probably.
Bro. You have ants in your cereal and like bugs in your toilet. They tried to come in from both openings, bro. They tried to come in from both openings.
Like the ants, that was voluntary, but not
What?
of them, bro.
What?
Yeah, remember I was eating it. I was like, there's ants in there. I don't care. I'm gonna eat it.
Oh
It was
God.
just it was tiny ants. It's not
Good
that bad.
introduction.
I'm
Good
so
introduction.
happy. I'm so happy you're making. I'm so happy I'm putting this somewhere where people are gonna see this too. That makes me so happy. Let's go. I want this video. I want this to be the one that pops off so they
It's
get introduced.
disgusting, bro.
I want this to be the one that just pops off and get like 1,000
Mini
views or some
wheats
shit.
with ants. That's all I'm saying. They call me the ant eater, bro. Out in the streets, that's what they call me.
Out in the
Maybe Gabe is what we needed. Maybe like this is like what makes it
Maybe
pop
this
off.
is what we needed, yeah.
Okay.
Gabe can feel. Just roast him when he roasts us that.
Okay.
Okay,
Enough.
Okay, I'm off center a little bit, but I'm
It's fine.
tilted.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it's good.
You're good. Okay. So, today's
Sit it up.
topic, the only topic. We jumped around last week in anime, which is probably why it took so long. Even though this week I still think this is going to be probably a
It's
lengthier
gonna
one.
probably take.
It's
long,
still going to be
yeah.
a long one regardless because there's just so much to talk about. Game of Thrones Season 8, finally, after so
final
long,
season.
the final season.
Winter is here, actually.
It's been
Winter
so
is-
long, so
Yeah.
long. I've been watching Game of Thrones. I started maybe like 2-3 years ago, and I binge watched all of it. I watched 7 live. I think you guys probably are around the same. Like everyone watched like 7
Yo,
or something,
yeah.
6,
Quick,
7 live.
Real quick, this is my room right here. I gotta show it before we start, bro.
Oh my
That's
god.
all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, bro.
What you doing? What you doing? What you doing?
Dang,
You
it's
see
sad
it?
that
You see it?
it's
What
sad
is
that they're all
that?
probably gonna die this season. So,
Yeah.
you know.
If
Yeah,
you're,
Oh.
bro, come on, bro.
if you're listening to this on the audio version, he's showing us Stark banners because
Yeah.
Dark Banner up in the room, baby.
No,
So
thankfully
talk
I
about-
held out on watching the Game of Thrones till around November of last year, so it's only been a couple months for me.
yeah, so
you don't have to wait.
you're
that
pretty
long.
yeah.
I'm happy it's ending though, honestly. Like I want a conclusion to it. I don't want it to be one of those shows that just keeps on going on and on. And Walking Dead. Yeah, yeah.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Walking Dead is on the decline, but GOT, I feel like it's gonna end so strong.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so depressing.
You don't want to like you see all these people like everything's finally came together and then everyone just got there and now it's gonna just like get broken up.
It's just gonna
Yep.
get
Bro, they've been doing interviews with like Amelia Clark and like Kate Harington like all over the place, and whenever they ask him like, oh, about the ending, they're like, I think Kate Harington said he was like, oh, I had a couple predictions about how it was gonna end. None of them. were
None of
right.
them.
Yeah,
None
like,
of them are right.
Wow.
none of them.
I've seen like so many like different theories on like how it's gonna end, but it's gonna be something the where
It's probably just gonna be some wild shit.
yeah like
It's
just
probably
I feel like
just-
something like crazy like something no one could predict would come out. I've even seen theories where like everyone loses, like the Nightwalkers just win, like everyone just dies.
Yeah. I've seen that too.
I don't,
You
I don't
see,
know how I
like
feel
the
about
king.
that. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's the night
We
guy.
lost.
He's taking us out one by one.
Oh,
lagging?
shit. Oh yeah, you
Oh,
froze.
you're
Lagging?
back.
Oh
You're
my
back.
god, he froze.
Okay,
Alright,
I'm
this-
back. I got scared.
Holy
I got
shit.
scared.
Alright, minor technical difficulties. Pop, try and get it back. What'd you have?
Yeah.
So you were saying about them all dying. You were starting to talk and then you froze.
Yeah.
Oh, that the King Nightwalker is gonna be on the Iron Throne. Like, what if that's the last shot of this season? That's
Wow.
him chilling. That sucked, but I'm hoping that's not it.
I don't.
Dude,
Bro, I'm okay with that.
You're okay with that?
I'm okay with as long as it's not some. I don't know. I feel like I'm good with most endings. I feel like they'd have to really fuck some shit up.
I really think they gotta explain who the hell the Night King is.
Yeah, what does he want? Like,
There's
he's just
that
like
theory
this
that-
dude
Yeah.
getting an
Because-
army. Like,
Yeah, because it showed how when the what's it called the Watchers of the Wall. What were they called
Night's
again?
Watch.
The
the
Night-
yeah.
the Night's Watch.
Well, that when a Night's Watch was moving over the wall and they stopped at that first camp, and that Jon Snow saw the baby
guy?
get
Yeah, the
taken
baby.
away, and then the baby got turned into a Nightwalker. Then the Nightwalker
Oh, that's
grew
sad.
up.
Yeah.
You know,
They explained like how they all started.
Yeah.
It was like
You see, like
everything was warm and shit.
it's
and, like,
those-
somebody got
it's those
stabbed
tree
in some
those the
way.
tree little tree girls that
Oh,
that Bran
the
met when he was like
children-
the
children
children.
the
Yeah,
children of the tree
They
or
like
something.
it was like a guy and like they stabbed him and then he became like the Night King.
Oh,
He was,
that's
like, a
right.
human, right?
Yeah.
They were,
Yeah,
like,
human guy. They
humans
stabbed
and
him.
Stabbed him with it.
Yeah,
Yeah, they created the first Nightwalker.
that was like
Yeah.
pretty crazy. All right, but
Wait,
go ahead, Gabe. You got some sauce.
I was just gonna say, like, before anything, we should just say like what our background with GOT is, because I got it from you. David started watching November. I got it from you. I started watching like
I got it from
Last
Norman
year-
and Justin
I think
also.
I was about to say I think everyone
Oh,
got
really?
it from. I think everyone got it
Yeah.
from you. One of my
really?
friends told me about it like a while ago, and I was like, I gotta watch it. And then I binged so much, and I couldn't stop talking about it. Same thing was like,
Watch the whole thing.
yeah, I could not stop watching. It's so good. But
Mhm.
I think that to recap for last season, in case someone's watching that hasn't watched it, right now it's like if you haven't watched it up until now, like you should at least know like season 7, like everything
oh, yeah,
before
spoiler
that.
alert.
I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
I-
spoiler alert by the way.
I feel like I feel like you should know by now. Like if it's a Game of Thrones like season 8 thing, you should like definitely know it's gonna be
Yeah.
spoiled. But like just like recapping up until now, it's like everyone is here now. Like everyone's here. Everyone has like you have Cersei agreeing to like help them, or she's agreeing to like give her some of them armies, but she's still playing the snake.
But she's a snake.
Yeah, she's still like gonna try and snake him. so which was expected. You
Is
have
she, like, not really helping them. Like
she's
like,
gonna help them, but she's gonna try and like take back the lands they lost while they're probably like like do it while they're weakened and shit.
Like while the Starks and the Lannisters were like, they were trying to retake a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah.
They captured like more like south of like the north area, so they're trying to
Yeah.
take that back.
Yeah, they're gonna try and like take all that shit back. Is what the way Cersei made it sound like. Then you have Jon and Daenerys. Well, for like separate, like Jon finally got like the north back. Daenerys' army finally got to the land, and now they're banging, even though that's his
Their
aunt.
nephew and aunt. Yeah. Well,
I mean,
That's hot.
that's what's up, bro.
The way that they show the fucking and then just like pans out.
Because no, it's hilarious
like,
because you have
their cousins.
it's
Yeah,
explained that they're
dude,
related.
it's funny. Yeah, it's funny because you have Bran
I love how they
talking.
did that.
Bran's like talking. He's like, John's not a bastard after all. Like he's like the son of
They-
this guy. He's the heir
They
to the
drop
throne.
that they're related as they're.
As they're fucking
No,
having
yeah.
sex. That shit's so fucking funny. But so going into this season, my first question would probably be, what needs to happen for you guys to be like, I'm satisfied.
John needs to find out that he's
Oh
he's
yeah.
the rightful heir.
Oh my god, that's
Iron
gonna be
Throne.
so satisfying.
He needs to find out.
That's gonna be
Yeah.
one of the
But
moments.
Yeah.
honestly.
that's gonna cause conflict.
Yeah, I was
between
gonna
him
say.
and Daenerys.
I was gonna say, will he
Yeah.
find out? Like, is he gonna personally find out? I feel like it's gonna get revealed like to the group. Like everyone will find out.
Like maybe Sam or Bran, because Sam knows also, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
How will
Yeah.
Daenerys react? Will she be like?
Oh, I
what's-
think
will
that's-
she be
I think
like,
that's
"Damn,
where,
She'll
like-
be, I think she'll be salty.
I think that's
a
what
little bit.
puts them two apart.
Daenerys should try and kill
He
Jon. I
pledged
feel.
his-
Yeah.
He pledged his allegiance already to Daenerys, right?
Mhm.
Uh huh.
But
Yeah.
if he finds out, he's just like, maybe I should
I
be.
I won't even.
the king.
I won't think like it will even be like. Even if he finds out, I don't think he would be too pressed about it.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
like people in the
'cause John's like-
north,
yeah.
they'd probably be like, okay, he deserves it. Like this outsider chick who was for the old king, but then also I think she's like, how like she was kind of going crazy last season and shit. Like,
Yeah.
so I think like she'll start getting like really like what's the fucking word?
Mad
like,
Queen.
Yeah, like Mad Queen. Yeah, like she's going
Yo.
crazy for it and start like
Yo,
suspecting him.
She
Yeah.
She starts going nuts. And
Yeah.
fucking John's got to bop her shit. That's how
Yeah,
it's gonna
yeah. So I was,
That's dude, that's
This is
so
what you think could
sad.
happen.
man.
You see, I don't think
I don't
John's
think John's
gonna
gonna
know
bop
immediately.
her, but I think he's definitely like.
No,
I feel
no,
like
'cause
he's
here's what's
definitely gonna-
happen. They're gonna fight. They're gonna fight. Another dragon is going.
oh yeah, no, I think
Oh,
another.
yeah. Dragon's gonna die. Definitely.
One is already done. One's already on their side. The next one is gonna get like bopped and like I don't know. It's gonna get fucked up to the point where like I don't even know. Maybe it goes to their side.
John has to
Or
ride it
some
though.
shit's gonna
John and Daenerys have to ride a dragon together, and after that, yeah, they
Yeah,
can do
yeah.
whatever. Because that's basically like almost confirmed that it's gonna happen. Like
Uh-huh.
it has
Yeah.
to.
But you know how
No.
Bran is like, oh, we gotta let him know. We gotta let him know. I don't feel like he's gonna know immediately. Something's gonna happen between
Oh no, definitely.
Yeah.
Jon coming back to the north and Bran trying
It's gonna
to
take a
go.
while. Like that's gonna be one of the end game reveals. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be like,
Endgame.
oh, you're the rightful king. Hey, that's for another podcast. But
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, then we got like there's definitely be like the episode 1 like review and shit because like each episode's I think what 6 episodes and they're each like what 70 minutes to 80 minutes some shit like that.
I thought it was like 90 minutes.
It goes like 60, and then they just go like 70, and
Yeah.
the last was like 80 minutes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Just
That's fucking
fucking
nuts.
Wow.
Dead ass to move.
You think there's gonna be a fight in the first episode?
I would
I'm
hope something.
But I know one
think it
episode
might-
is gonna be
I
a
think it
war.
might start off with like some. There's got to be some sort of fighting, and then like I feel like that's the way they usually do it, where they start out with some conflict, and then they kind of like lull it
Die.
out with
Yeah.
the plot with a little bit of fighting, and then they kind they have the conclusion. But like they always started off
The
with some sort of,
episode
like,
before
plot
the
point
last
to the
one
season.
is gonna be the big one. That's gonna be.
Yeah, it's always like
the
that
big
every
one.
season.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. The
and
red
then the
wedding.
final one is just gonna be like, what's it
What
called?
happened?
Yeah, like wrapping things up. You know.
I think they said one episode, like from beginning to end is all gonna be a battle. Like,
yeah, right.
They
I
said
think
it's gonna be the longest battle in film history. I think.
So I think it's like episode. I want to say it's episode 3. 'Cause I thought I saw in a video somewhere they were saying that's like it's gonna be like a battle at It's gonna be a battle at Winterfell.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a fight gonna happen there. So I don't know if it's gonna be that one, but
Okay.
they said like there's gonna be some like big fight. I'm assuming something happens. There's no way. Like I see like I think in the trailer you see like even like Jamie's there. Like there's like people
Yeah,
that
yeah.
just aren't supposed to be like in Winterfell. Like they're just there. So you're
Yeah.
like
Oh, I
some-
didn't watch the trailer.
Yeah,
I didn't
there's
want to
no-
like.
I watched it.
I mean, I watched one of the trailers where Arya's running away.
I saw that too. And there's like shit about
Mhm.
like wondering what that might be.
It'll probably be in Winterfell because they'll probably like how they blew apart the wall.
Yeah.
They'll probably just fucking be like, all right, we gotta retreat to Winterfell and just like that's where we're gonna defend it. This is
Yeah.
the first big.
I don't.
First big area. where
Yeah,
we're
I don't
gonna
think you
defend
see
it.
any. I don't think you see any fighting in King's Landing. Like I don't think it gets that far.
I
They're like-
might.
No, it's
I think-
gonna be-
Maybe like maybe the dragon gets there. I don't know, but like I don't think it gets like far enough to where they get into the main cities.
Because wait, I don't even think that Cersei's sending anybody. That's why Jamie left the capital. Wasn't that what happened?
Unless that's what it
Um,
was.
So she's sending a few people, but what I know is that Theon's uncle, I forgot his name, but he's
Euron.
like the pirate guy. So he left during the meeting when they were all there, right? Saying like, "Oh, I'm like afraid of the White Walkers," and he's gonna leave. But really, he's gonna go over to Essos, which is where Daenerys came from, and hook up with a bunch
With
of
the
like.
bank. He's with the bank.
Yeah, with the,
Yeah.
no, with well, yeah, the bank is connected to it, but it's these people called the Golden Company. It's part of like the lore and stuff, and it's like they have. One thing I know is that they have elephants apparently.
Oh
Elephant.
god,
And
no, not elephants.
It's
No.
like a group of mercenaries.
Oh,
It's like a
no.
group of mercenaries basically.
They're
and I'm
the
guessing
Indians.
she's gonna bring him back, and then when the White Walkers are coming in, like she's gonna help them fight. But then if they win, she's gonna be like right behind them with like this whole ass army. So like,
But what
That could be
sucks-
something.
What sucks?
I
What
don't
sucks is what they just showed with the dragon. It's like the whole point of the White Walkers is like if you bring like all those fucking elephants, you bring the dragon. Like if you guys lose
Yeah.
that fight and they die, they all instantly become. Then it becomes like you either go all. They go like the problem with the White Walkers is it's an all-in fight like once.
Yeah.
mhm.
So because like if you don't fight all in, they slowly take people. Whoever dies.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 They
like,
get more and more.
If you put all your chips on the table and try to beat them once.
Yeah, it's gonna be one big
so-
one. It's gonna be a huge
You're
one,
gonna
bro.
have all
Yeah.
Like, because it doesn't even matter how they beat. Like, they could even like the dragon could dead ass get like totally like I'm not talking like the 2 shots or whatever got fucked up in the last episode that you showed. I'm talking like it could get hit by multiple. I mean, it
Yeah.
fell to the bottom of that fucking lake, and all they dude was pull it out.
They pulled it out.
yeah, literally, unless it's hit with like dragon glass, it's gonna stay alive, no matter what.
Yeah.
True. Dragon glass arrows, maybe.
Yo.
That'd be cool.
Yo, maybe they have to mercy
Bastilla.
they're gonna mercy kill one of the dragons, bro. Like
Oh,
it gets hit and she's
bro.
gonna have to like mercy kill it. Just
No.
oh, dude, that'd be sad.
That'd be so sad.
Okay,
Some
so
sick-ass shit, though, that
alright,
do that.
what else? What else we looking for? What do we need to
Ja-
happen?
Jamie's gonna become the Queen Slayer. Hopefully, that's
I was gonna
You
say-
think so?
So
that's
think-
my bet.
Yeah, I was gonna
really
say-
want it to happen.
I was looking up like the
She's,
series. Oh, go ahead.
No, go. I was just gonna say,
Oh,
she's,
wait.
isn't she pregnant again?
Yeah, she is
Like,
pregnant again.
Yeah.
She said she is.
That's what
so-
she said.
yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
That's
Tyrion
what
said
she
it, so I think it's true.
Mm.
Tyrion spoke into
Okay.
existence.
No, because Tyrion offered her like a glass of wine or something, and she didn't drink from it.
Oh,
and then
right,
she's
right.
like-
Oh yeah, that's
pregnant.
true. Yeah.
so she is
Yeah,
apparently.
Like people say that she could be just using that to keep like Jamie hooked in.
It could be.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since all the other kids are Ba.
That's
It's really
crazy.
just her and him. So like if she just brings it says she's pregnant, then like all of a sudden he has to like he can't do anything.
Yeah.
She's protective. Basically.
I mean, the only way Jamie's gonna do it is like Cersei goes crazy, which would be weird, but like I feel like in a
Not like
desperate
goes
moment she
crazy.
could.
Because remember how Jamie went to go fight with that at the wall? Like he went and like rode. Like he basically told her to fuck off. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
she
yeah.
said,
At the end
like,
of
"Oh, I'm
the
not
season,
really
he
gonna
left.
And he just
Yeah.
dipped. Yeah.
So I
Mhm.
have a feeling like if other people show up, like when they're trying to fight the White Walkers or trying to prepare, she's like sending people like fuck their shit up. I got a feeling maybe he's just gonna go. Like, if it's gonna happen, that's the way it's gonna happen. Like they get backstabbed by people. Like the White Walkers are coming down, and then her forces from King's Landing like fuck them up from the back. And then she's just gonna be like, this is ridiculous. She needs to be stopped.
I just imagine a scene of like Cersei's troops like backstabbing a bunch of like the friendlies, and they kill like a bunch of like not main but like side characters that we love.
Oh yeah.
And then like a scene like that, like her troops are they kill Jorah, they kill like all the what's it called? Grey Worm? Yo, they can't kill
chill, no, hands off Grey Worm. Grey Worm can't die.
I feel like Jaime killing her would be perfect for his character just because he has that conflict.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
His oath to the king, like
yeah.
when he talks about it when he's in the bath, he's all injured, like how he kept his oath for that entire thing, and then he's telling what's her face,
Brienne of Tarth. Yeah, that's one of my favorite scenes. Like that's when he had his turning point.
They had like such.
What would you do if you saw like he's talking about burning the entire city? Like he's doing all this shit, like burning people right in front of him. Like at what point do you?
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. That's a really good scene.
So when I was like hunting theories, I saw that the Cersei getting killed by Jaime thing, and then it was something from like the books that they talk about. Part of it got into the anime. It's like when Cersei's talking to that like fortune teller lady.
You see the anime?
Yeah. I say anime?
Yeah. Did you?
I don't know. I might have.
Yeah, it's anime.
My brain's still in episode 2. So like Cersei, she's talking to the fortune teller chick, and part of it got into the show, but the rest of it is in the book. She says that it was true to where she says that she was going to have
lose
3
children.
kids. Yeah, 3 kids, and she was gonna lose them all before she died. And then in the books, it says she gets killed by. It's like a word they say, but she says like basically she's gonna have her life taken by a younger sibling, which makes sense so it points. You would think Jaime. I mean, it could be Tyrion too.
I don't think Tyrion will go that far.
It could be.
What
What
if it's that bastard from Robert?
So dude, when I was I'm telling you, bro, I was too deep. So apparently, there's a theory that like he's like Cersei and Robert's kid, like Cersei's his actual mom. Because in episode 1, she's talking about how she lost her firstborn, and like she was talking. I think she mentioned her firstborn had like black hair, so they're like, oh, that's him, like So he's not really a bastard. He's actually like
what if he's
the only pureborn kid. Yeah.
Bro, so that would be a crazy one too.
I mean, it's possible because I mean, Robert and Jaime were both going in and out. I mean,
yeah, some had to go in somewhere.
Some sperm made it all the way,
Yeah, someone got it.
A little guy swam all the way up there. He made it.
Bro, I could see that because they always say that. They always say like she lost her child, but she didn't say like, oh, it died. Like,
yeah, it's like very vague on purpose. Like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't know. My heart could like take all these reveals, like all these like theories are gonna get closed this season. It's so much.
How many? Is it 8 episodes only? Right?
Yeah.
Dude, too much. But every episode is just gonna. It's gonna be too much.
This isn't a theory, but it's a prediction that would honestly spice things up a lot.
Okay.
Oh wait, hello. I think Varys could betray Daenerys. I think it could happen.
Really?
I think because Varys is like this character that's just like he's very neutral.
He's just there, right?
He's there, and he says that he serves the realm. Like he doesn't serve anyone, and he's following Daenerys because he thinks that Daenerys is the right for the kingdom. But if she starts going mad, like she was like going in last season, I think Varys like betraying her in some way, dude. That would be like
stabbing her, or like just like helping someone else.
Not stabbing her, but like doing something that
I don't see him
directly
being
impacts
like
her.
like physically doing it.
Yeah.
No, just like impacting her in some way, like because Varys, he's done nothing like really evil yet, or like not evil, but like impactful.
And even then, like he has had some like on-screen moments where you're just like, I don't know how to feel about him right now. Like
yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's one of those characters where it's like the good version of Littlefinger, where it's like they're both very, I don't know, scheming, and you don't know exactly what they're trying to do. So I think that could be a cool.
It'd be good shock value too. Yeah.
Don't you think that Varys already knows that Jon Snow is what you call it?
rightful
The
heir?
king? No,
He
I don't.
might. I mean, I doubt it. It's like he does have like all those like people like telling him shit, but like that would be like some deep
No,
shit.
because the thing is, yeah, like, well, yeah, he does.
Oh,
But
like, yeah, the only person
the
who
two
knows
people
that was
got
Ned.
married, what's it called? Elena and what's his name? Aegon? Yeah. They what's his face? They got married like in secret. Like it was a
Yeah.
secret ceremony. No one else was there. If he knows somehow, that would be crazy. They'd have to explain it, but like it was so secret that only Bran knows it, and he just knows it because he's OP.
He traveled time.
He's OP.
He's OPP. He's a vegetable.
Yeah.
Most OP
can't-
vegetable.
He can't walk, but Bran's actually broken.
Yeah.
That shit was actually insane when I saw that. Let me take a peek. Do you think? Alright, who do you personally actually want to win this? Like, who do you personally want to see win it all?
Who do I want to see win? I mean, I guess like the right answer would be Jon Snow,
Uh-huh.
but I don't know if that's how I want it to end, because I don't think that's how it will end.
It
so,
seems too obvious for Game of Thrones.
It seems too obvious and it seems too good. And I don't know what season it was on, but there was a scene where Daenerys has a vision, and she sees Khal Drogo with with their kid.
I know where you're going with this. Yeah.
Yeah, the kid they would have had. But before that scene happened, there's a scene of her visiting the Iron Throne, and it's all covered in snow and ice. You know, no one's there. It's like, it's basically, I think it signifies that it's gonna have a bad ending. You know,
Yeah, I don't think the Night King is necessarily gonna win, but I don't think like,
anyone
it's
I don't
definitely
think
possible that it could just stay vacant and like
Yeah.
maybe King's Landing is like evacuated or something, and I don't know, like in some way it could end like no one takes it, you know?
Yeah,
I would
And
hate.
then the meaning of the story is like, you know, all this fight for power
No.
and like what does it mean, you know?
God. I don't need that, bro. I don't need like some meaningful shit.
because
Yeah.
yeah, I don't
The
know.
whole continent gets covered in snow, and then the
Oh,
people from Essos come over to like, whoa, what's this? And then they become the first people, the first men.
I would be tight. I would be so tight. I don't need like some philosophical like thing that's gonna change my life. I spent too much time watching this show. Just give me something. I don't, dude. Give it to fucking Cersei for all I care. Just make it good.
Really,
I'm
Bro.
kidding. Actually, fuck that. Cersei.
Jon Snow would be good. Daenerys, like being calm, like not evil. You know, that'd be good. Tyrion, my boy Tyrion, bro.
If
That'd
Tyrion somehow got it.
Tyrion would be insane. Yeah, Tyrion would be insane.
If it worked out okay.
What if
Yeah,
Theon
but-
got it?
If who got it?
Theon?
God.
No, not Theon.
I-
No, but it was weird because I remember I was rewatching it the other day, and like Tyrion does have a moment where someone asks him like, "Oh, what would you do if you sat on the Iron Throne?" And he was like, "Well, I'll never sit there, so what does it matter?" You know, like he said something
Yeah.
like that, and I'm like, "Well, you know, you're a candidate, maybe."
Yeah, you
If
can.
you're in
He has
there
potential.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Not impossible.
No,
Would
but
you?
I think the popular vote would probably be Jon Snow.
Yeah, exactly. That's
definitely.
what everyone wants to.
That's who I,
But
I feel like that's who I would want.
it's too good to be true. Too good to be true, in my opinion.
It's just weird because Jon Snow is too good to be true, but then him dying for the realm or something, I feel like is also very predictable. So like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I don't know what could
It's hard
happen
to get
there.
back to the realm.
What if he dies and turns into a Nightwalker?
It could. I mean, that could probably
Well-
happen. That'd be like some heartbreaking shit to like have someone turn on him. I
Oh
don't
my
know,
God.
John. I feel like you got too much. Like he got too much fucking ass pull when he got brought back to life to like die now.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
I think the biggest shock value for John would be, I guess, him trying to betray Daenerys. Like that's the biggest shock thing that can happen.
You know,
Like,
one thing that makes me believe that Jon could be it though, or he could
What?
do. He's gonna do something huge because if there's anything like in Game of Thrones, like there's all these religions and all these gods and stuff that people believe in, but if there's one god that's proven to be real and like that's done things, is definitely like the God of Light, right? Like with
Oh,
Lady
yeah.
Melisandre and everything. That's the
Bro.
only one that's actually had proof that it's real.
Yeah.
And Melisandre has like this prophecy of like the Flame Prince or something. I forgot the exact name, but she thought it was Stannis, right? And then Stannis obviously flopped, and she's like, "Oh well, that it wasn't him." And then when she met Jon Snow, she like, if you rewatch the scenes, you can see that she has like an interest in him. And then at some point, I don't know when, but like I remember like it was hinted that he was like the real like destined chosen one or whatever.
It's
And it
when he
would
got
make
brought
sense,
when he got
like,
brought back.
the book is called like the Song of Ice and Fire, and Jon Snow is literally the embodiment of like ice and fire. You
Yeah.
know, so in some way, it's like
It's supposed to be
he's gonna
John.
do something. You know, it's him. Like he's
Yeah.
the one.
It's
What
just- I want it so badly to be him, but
Mhm.
it's Game of Thrones, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also that.
Yeah.
Ooh, I saw like in one of the theories I saw was like, John, since he is like apparently like fire prince whatever guy, he's like,
Yeah.
it said like the previous one, like for like the first long night against like the White Walkers, the way he beat them
Mm-hmm.
was that he had to like power up his sword, but the only way he could do it is like by killing like his beloved. So like,
Oh no!
Don't do
yeah,
that.
dude.
Don't do that.
Oh, I'm saying, bro, that makes sense. There's just
How
too
about
much
no?
stuff. There's too much stuff that like,
His beloved already got.
yeah, I mean, you know,
Oh, that
true,
is true.
but
he found
he's
it.
got a new one.
I mean,
His
he
little
actually,
auntie.
yeah,
Oh, stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
he's got to kill his aunt, so he got a new one now. So like, I mean, he kills her. He
Nah,
powers
his
up.
direwolf, bro. There we go.
No,
Yeah.
Ghost.
That's-
no.
That's
don't
his
kill
true beloved.
Ghost.
That's his true beloved.
For real. There's too much
Look.
like you want it to be like so like you want it to be perfect, like you want Jon Daenerys to both live, as nasty as that shit is, but like, you know,
It's not gonna happen.
It's
I
not
feel like
gonna
Daenerys. I feel like Daenerys is gonna die, bro, in some way or
I
form.
think
Guess-
Daenerys has had, I think Jon, like he's had the ass pull makes it to where like I feel like he shouldn't die. Her, it's like she's already like slipped up enough for me to be like, you can die, like you.
No, but exactly. And the whole show has been like her uprising. Like she's just gotten stronger and stronger and better and better and better. And like last season, we saw her kind of like tiptoe a little bit, but like this season could be her downfall. You know, like it could all end with her downfall,
Yeah.
and there could be another meaning, like can't
Mhm.
go all crazy for power and stuff, because then I don't know. But then Daenerys is so good,
She
You do like
is,
Daenerys.
bro. I really
She's-
love Daenerys.
and she's got
Like, she's
dragons,
such
bro.
a
You
good
gotta get past those.
She
to
went from
yeah.
like she went from nothing to like such such a high position now. You know?
But that's the thing too. That's what Jon Snow did as well. He was nothing. He was a
Yeah,
freaking
exactly.
bastard.
He was like
And
yeah.
more than nothing.
exactly. And he didn't even have a name.
Daenerys started out as a slave.
Yeah.
So she really went from rags to.
I mean, she was like royalty. She was like royalty as like a kid for a little bit of some dumb shit. She was hooping
Yeah,
for a
but
little
also
bit.
Jon was like the bastard of like the Lord of the. So I mean, as far as bastard go, I mean, that's probably the best you're gonna get.
Hell,
Yeah.
I felt bad when it showed like how the
True.
mother or the wife of Ned Stark wanted him to die.
Yeah,
Jon Snow when he got sick, he was like she felt bad because she actually wanted Jon to die
mm-hmm.
when he was a baby because she actually believed that it was Ned's bastard.
Which is so crazy that she would keep, because I mean Ned knew they had to keep that secret,
Mhm.
Yeah.
you know,
And
because
it's
someone had
sad.
found out he was dead.
Before Ned, like back in season 1, before he leaves, he tells Jon, like, "I'll tell you more about your mom when I come back."
Yeah,
Never had the
he's
chance.
about to reveal that
Yeah.
shit
Never
to
had
him,
the
bro.
chance, bro. Yeah.
For real.
That shit is so crazy.
Dude. This is another like prediction I have, and I mean I don't know what he's gonna do, but I definitely think Dario is coming back, like in some way. You guys know what I'm talking about? Daenerys is
Daenerys
boy
is his,
back in-
Oh,
because Dario is like, first of all, he's like the only character that was kind of left in the dust. Like everyone's together now,
because
and
they
he's
just
still
wanted
alive.
they just wanted him to like just run the other, be
Yeah,
in the
they
other
just wanted
country.
him to run the thing. But like, he's one of those characters that like he doesn't like he gets what he wants, Like he always chased for what he want, and he like disobeyed rules to like.
Do we get like an early love triangle
to
in
Daenerys.
this season?
Yeah, yeah.
I think
So like, I don't know. I feel like he should come back. If he doesn't, fine. But like, he's the flirty guy
Um,
that.
I forgot what the name was. It's like the Sun
the
second.
mercenary.
Yeah,
The
the,
one
the
who
mercenary
the
group.
actor changed, right? The one who got an actor change.
Yeah,
Dario
Yeah.
Naharis. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was like Daenerys's love
one-
interest
He's the one that
for
cucked Jar.
John.
Yeah,
what's his name?
cook my boy Jorah.
Yeah, Jorah's
Yeah,
the
he
biggest
cucked
cuck in the whole
Jorah.
show.
Bro,
He got
I feel
Jorah
so bad for
always
Jorah.
get cucked, bro. Come
It's
on.
cucked.
All right,
all
if you think about like Daenerys is supposed to be like a teenager in this, and Jorah's like in his 50s or some shit, bro. That
Yeah,
shit
okay,
creep.
that is true.
That
That
shit
is
is
Age
true.
is just a number.
Okay,
That's-
I
that's
know, but come on, bro. He's been an OG since the beginning.
Yeah, no, I mean I fuck with him. I just don't want him to, just don't want to be piping Daenerys. That's all. Like,
What do you
But
think
you're
he's
okay
gonna
with her
do?
nephew.
You think-
You're okay with her nephew doing it.
Hey man,
Hold on.
Cersei and Jamie made that shit normal like off the rip. So.
Episode 1, bro.
Episode 1, that
Since
shit
episode
became
one.
that
true.
shit became normal off the rip. That shit,
True.
come on. This topic was about to dive into some other shit, but we're gonna keep it on Game of Thrones.
I think Jorah just has to die. Like he's gonna die in some way. Like he
There-
has no other. his
There's
dad
some
is
characters
dead.
where it makes
He has
sense.
no he has no full purpose, but like Daenerys, and
Yeah.
he could die like saving her
I can
or
see
something.
I can see a big character like not like a big important, like not like big three. Like I think like the three main characters you're looking out for is like Jon, Daenerys, Cersei, because those are like your three biggest
Yeah.
candidates.
Mhm.
So none of them will die in the first episode. I could see like one of the big fan favorite side characters
One of the
dying.
big-
first
Yeah.
Grey
episode.
Worm, bro. Do you
I
think
know,
so?
no.
That'd be a
Grey
way.
Worm-
That'd be a way to get you in, bro.
That would be a big one, dude.
I think Sam's gonna die.
Sam.
Sam.
Oh,
Ooh.
I want him and John to
And-
reunite.
I mean,
first.
his family doesn't even want him. They're getting, he didn't want him to pick up any of the leftovers because that's why he
Well,
sent them to the wall.
I would.
His family's dead.
That
That's
is
the sad
true.
part.
They got burnt up.
So he's the only one left now. He's got.
Hey, he's got a new family with Sam Jr. though. What you mean?
Lil
Nothing
Sam,
happened.
who is
That's not his
Little
kid
Sam.
though.
No,
I mean,
Sam
still,
has,
I don't think he
no,
really cares.
Sam
Yeah.
has to live because he's gonna go through the war and then he's gonna sit down and
And
he's
tell
gonna
the
be
talk
like,
story.
to John.
Game of,
He needs to
he's
talk.
gonna be
He's gonna
like
tell the story.
Game of Thrones.
Oh,
he writes it. He writes it.
Wait. He'll be the one writing it down.
Yeah, he writes it. Yeah, he writes it all.
Long of Ice and Fire.
I saw,
You're right.
dude. I'm like diving into like theory videos before this shit. It was like the best shit because like you just see all this stuff and it all makes so much sense. But there's no way this shit's all gonna happen.
I mean, I saw a theory that Littlefinger never died. That was
Yeah, I
actually
saw
just
that one. It was like
how it was a faceless man.
yeah, like because in
Oh
that
my
season you see
God.
like there's like a girl there and she gives him like a.
You see everyone's a face.
Ned Stark was a faceless
No,
guy,
no,
bro.
but like in
Ned
this.
Stark is gonna come back.
No, but for this one,
They added
it
that
kind of makes
mechanic.
sense. It's like he gets a coin. He gets a coin from like a girl. Like this random girl just like gives him a coin, which is like
Wait,
looks
who?
like this random girl just like gives Littlefinger a coin, and it's like
Okay.
this coin. She says something like your time is up or some dumb shit, and she kicks it. But like he's like, that's like those coins that Arya was getting from those guys and
Mhm.
shit. So it's like it makes sense, but like come. And it would just be the perfect cut because like everyone wanted Littlefinger dead. Like even some people
Yeah.
wanted Littlefinger dead more than Ramsay, and like
True.
so it's like that would be the perfect like just big fuck you to the fans. Oh fuck Ramsay, dude. Ooh.
Okay, it goes for me though. It goes, Littlefinger, Ramsay, and Joffrey. Joffrey's in the top still.
in that order. Oh no, okay,
Yeah,
Joffrey
Wait,
number one.
Littlefinger over Ramsay?
No, he's
like,
saying like Littlefinger's
no,
at the bottom.
no.
Oh,
Yeah, at the bottom. Joffrey's still like, bro.
Joffrey over Ramsay?
The fact he killed Ned, bro. Come on. He
Yeah.
killed Ned after he.
Cersei is a bitch too.
Okay, but Cersei, I admire though, because she knows how to play the game. It's kind of like.
So did Littlefinger. Littlefinger knew how to play the game too.
How do you think?
Yeah.
How do you think the mountain's gonna die?
The Hound, bro. That's gonna
Hound.
happen,
They,
and
they
Hound
should just kill each other.
slice him open. Oh, at the same time,
Yeah,
you think?
they should like kill each other and just have that
See,
all
the
be
Hound
settled.
is-
Oh, I love the Hound,
I
bro.
know.
I think-
There's
I think
no way he
Brienne-
lives.
I think Brienne helps the Hound.
Maybe.
You think?
I mean,
Arya's
all
gonna have to
fucking
see the
time.
Hound die.
Yeah,
Arya's
Arya.
gonna
Yeah,
see
yeah.
that.
To have her like whole listing. Oh, we need Arya and Cersei like to have something. Like they need to like be face to face. They gotta see each other. Like something has to happen where they see each other. Because she's on the list and it's been like so. Like this list has been going on since fucking season
True.
1, season 2.
I'm thinking about characters
Who
that
else is
haven't seen
left?
each other, because so many people saw each other last season.
Yeah,
It
I
was
think
like
from her list.
Sansa didn't see her.
Is it just the Hound and Cersei? I think that's it. I think she got most like like she killed Frey. I
Mhm.
think it's just the Hound and Cersei.
Didn't
That
she
was
take
so
out the
good.
Hound?
She
Uh,
thought she did, but he's alive. So I'm assuming, unless she's just like satisfied with that, then I mean,
Wait, who?
because remember
Oh,
like
yeah.
when the Hound like
Hound.
he got like hit, he got
Oh,
like
yeah,
stabbed in
yeah.
the stomach or some shit, and like she just
By
left him
Brienne.
to die. Yeah,
Brienne and-
No, yeah, Brienne
fought.
beat him up. That
Yeah.
was
And
it.
then he fell off like a mini like hill or cliff thing.
Yeah.
Bro, I just remembered about the priest guy that revived the eye patch
Thoros,
guy.
yeah, Thoros
That
died
feels so
last
bad.
season. Feels bad. Yeah, he was cool. It was just.
there's just some characters
That's
where it's like
crazy.
if you're like when you think of a character and as far as like deep in your brain as you can go to describe them as he's cool, he's probably gonna die this season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You can't,
Sadly.
any of your like he's cool guys are gonna fucking die. There's
See,
nobody.
the first guy I think about was that
My boy, what's
the
his
wildling.
The wildling. Yup.
Oh,
No,
He's dead. He's
him
gonna
and
die.
Brienne.
He's gonna die.
Him
He's
and
gonna die.
Brienne need to get it, bro.
Oh,
he
him
had
and-
a scene in the trailer though, so
Yeah,
they should.
oh yeah, he'll live. He'll live for like he'll get out the first episode, I think. But he'll
Him and Brienne need to get it on, bro. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
and then who else?
No, but they gotta get the fuck out of there
What's-
because they're the ones.
What's the name of the
third.
one guy, the only person you fuck with in the Lannister army? The
Bronn.
Bronn, yeah,
Bronn,
he's probably gonna die. Like
No,
He's so hilarious, bro.
he's so funny, but there's no way
I
dude,
like-
he'll get like the best death. I think he gets best death of the season. Like he
How
probably gets
about,
like,
I
a
wanna
He'll
great
like an
one liner.
honorable death.
how about Podrick?
Podrick has to
No,
live. You
no,
can't kill
Podrick
Podrick.
lives.
Podrick, I
lives.
think if they want to make you sad, they'll kill Podrick. Like there's like a really sad, like tear jerking one, they'll kill
See.
Podrick.
But no, I don't think so. He's too
He's
good.
the one who was like
Too
he was like
pure.
traveling with Tyrion a lot when he was
He's a squire.
the Squire.
Oh,
Yeah.
Brienne Squire,
Yeah,
too.
Brienne
right?
Squire. Yeah,
Brienne
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think he'll die.
No, I think Pod.
He'll
no,
live.
I think
I think he'll live. I think he'll live. If they want me to be
Bronn-
sad,
no.
then he'll die. But Brian
I got
dies.
mad because last season Braun literally fought in like this whole ass battle, right, with the dragons and everything,
He
and
thought
he
he was
got
gonna
on the thing to kill the dragon, and I'm like, dude, this is so badass. If he dies
Yeah.
right here, I'm like, I'm good.
That would have been
you know,
good
like,
if he
crazy.
shot the
And
thing.
now he
yeah.
lived.
but he didn't. And if he didn't die like that, he better die like in a good
Yeah.
way. Cause
Yeah, I just realized we're gonna be seeing different battles because first of all, Theon's gonna go save his sister. The Night King is already here, and they have to get out of there. The
Mhm.
Lannister army might attack.
Yeah,
Well, the
there's gonna
North
be
is
so
attacked.
much
there's
stuff
gonna
going
be
on.
the big Lannister battle. There's gonna be the big White Walker battle, and Theon's battle. I think is gonna be a little bit smaller,
side
but
thing.
it's still gonna happen.
But like,
yeah.
and then you don't even know if like they win the whole thing. There could be just like a big all-out fight at the end for the throne.
Yeah, and then you still
True.
got the what's it called, the bank thing you said.
Mhm.
I don't know how.
The
I
Golden
don't know how.
Company,
Yeah, I don't know how
that's
big
gonna
that'll
be
be.
Cersei's.
Yeah.
That'll probably be like something like on the side. Like it just
Not
comes
to-
in.
Not to mention the possibility of the mercenary group, like the guy we were just talking about.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's the Golden Company. Yeah, they're definitely gonna show an appearance, and
Yeah, so she's gonna be like, yeah, we need like all the people we can get.
I'm scared, bro. Like, there's so many predictions and theories, but like,
The problem with theories and stuff is that like stuff in the season changes so drastically, like who dies and what happens. That like it's always
true.
impossible
Most
to
theories are gonna
predict
get
so
like
much.
most theories will probably
Yeah.
get debunked at like episode like 1 or 2. Like you're
Yeah.
gonna have everything's gonna switch up. But
mhm.
I think there's only one theory that we didn't talk about. That would probably be a talking point for this one.
What?
What?
Is Bran the Night King?
I was about to mention
I was like,
it. I was
wait,
about to mention
yeah,
it.
where is it?
I was gonna
I-
mention it earlier.
Every time
I
I,
think
see
it's
Game of Thrones
confirmed.
theory, every time I see a theory, it's
It's
always
Brandon Night King.
Bran the Night King. They kind of look the same, bro. Like they got that same.
Yeah,
they got the same little.
same face.
It's that nose, bro. It's that nose.
Bro, that makes no sense though. Like, why would?
Dude,
It's
I'm
deconfirmed.
telling
Deconfirmed, I'm pretty
I
sure.
mean, but
It is?
why else?
I
mean,
think
why
so,
else
yeah.
would he be not allowed to look at the Night King when he's in the crow mode?
Yeah, and then they're saying like when he first went back in time, he like I guess like to like when he saw that shit, he like perma like went into him or some shit, and like he was like he became him. I don't know why he would do stuff like that, but like
Maybe he sees the future and he sees like, oh, Daenerys or Cersei or Jon, like everyone that manages to rule, whoever rules would be like
it's just
it
ass.
leads to like an apocalypse or something.
Yeah.
Like it leads to chaos.
That's
so
like
he becomes the thing and he's like, I'm gonna kill everyone to like
That's-
avoid this.
that's like all. I mean, I could see like there's proof of like
Maybe,
him
that's
being like
far-fetched, but-
other people. There's proof of him like transporting himself to like other people or like being other
Jesus
people. Like the
Christ.
Hodor thing.
Brandon's Ned. The Hodor thing, I was gonna talk about that, bro. Besides the Red Wedding, that was probably my biggest shocking moment. Like,
No,
Yeah.
fact
Oh,
that-
seeing that like
Hold
John.
the door.
I mean, Bran literally broke his mind and like put like
Yeah.
he put like gave him
The
like
hold
one
the door
option.
thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like come on. And then
Mm.
there's like a thing where it's like Bran like there's like this guy called like Bran the Builder or some shit and like Bran he's the one who built the wall. So like and then who would build a wall like to keep the Night Walkers out of all like to keep the Night Walkers out, Bran like becomes one of his ancestors and fucking builds this big ass wall cuz he knows what's coming.
Well, yeah, because the Hodor thing, it's weird because time travel, like his time travel thing in Game of Thrones were set up like if there's somebody like the Hodor thing, like he didn't know, like it already happened. Like it's more like a closed loop. Like whatever he's gonna affect the past, he's technically already done.
Yeah.
Like
he hasn't.
Well, he know.
But he already.
Yeah, because he's like he's like the three-eyed raven now, so like he knows like all past and future history. He just like can't access it all.
So it's almost like he's not. Because he's not affecting the past. He's almost just like he can see it. You know what I mean? Like the Hodor thing wasn't. I don't even know if that was really. Because Hodor was like that ever since that moment. But how was he like that before he did the back in time shit?
When you try to like talk about it, it hurts your head because like
it hurts. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
it really does.
Yeah,
I'm about to go be like, hold on.
Yeah, I was tripping. But
No.
basically, like everything he's already like, everything he messes with when he goes back to his ancestors has already happened. So it's
Yeah.
all predetermined.
'Cause-
he can't actually change.
Okay, he doesn't have access to everything, right? Like his power is very limited right now. Maybe later on he does, but like, because remember he found out that Jon was the son of Elena and Aegon or whatever, but he didn't know they were married. Sam knew that, and that's when they were like, oh, so he's the rightful heir. But Bran didn't know that, so like, there's still things that he's not able to like.
Yeah,
He's-
'cause it's like
he knows a
can
lot.
see through-
He
it's
just-
basically
I guess-
You
based
know.
on his own knowledge. Like if he knows
Exactly.
yeah,
like he can't. It's weird. Like he can only access like glimpse of like what he's
Mhm.
thinking. It's
unless
that one.
unless he's, like,
thing.
changing like the timeline like as he goes. Like it's like so weird.
We've got a Barry Allen. In Game
Yeah,
of
he's
Thrones.
like it's like almost like Bang Bang when he changes the timeline, like to where like he messes with Hodor's head and like that like the second he does that like just switches all that shit.
You think he's gonna have like a crazy moment or something like
Yeah,
at the end, like
it's
he
like-
controls a dragon or something?
I don't think he
Controls
would.
the
I don't think. Yeah, I mean he could.
What if he controls the Nightwalker dragon? That'd be
Yeah.
that'd be.
Like,
No,
he,
but-
he didn't change it. Like Hodor was talking all that before he even had the Raven. Like before he even got paralyzed, Hodor was like that. So he didn't change it. When he
This is even before Bran was even born.
I don't know. It's like
Yeah,
I don't know. I guess
No,
he's just.
because the three-eyed raven goes from person to person. That's the thing. When Bran got there was a three-eyed raven already, and
Yeah.
then he became it because that guy died or whatever. And
wasn't it something about that tree? Like, wasn't it something like like when he's at the tree? Wasn't it like, fuck? I'm trying to remember.
He was
That's
part of
probably the most
tree,
convoluted
he was with the
storyline.
kids.
honestly,
It's like easier for him to do stuff like there.
Yeah.
Like the tree has like something to do with it, like affects like
the tree has some power or something. Yeah.
It's easier for him to like access. That's how he was able to see the beginning of the first like
Yeah.
White Walker shit.
Yeah.
because he was able to show him. I think
Sadly, the tree was
they say they say
overrun.
it's like isn't it that certain type of tree like that white, like it's like
The one with the red-
tree.
Yeah, the red
Leaves,
leaves and like the
pink-
with the
yeah.
face on it.
yeah.
Like it like I don't know, it does some shit where he can like use his powers to like better or something.
Yeah. I saw a thing where like Bran was the reason why the Mad King went mad.
Oh yeah, no, that's
Oh.
been for like
Yeah.
the last like year.
I saw
So,
that
like-
one. He was like, he
Yeah, like,
all the ice and
When
shit,
he
so he's
was
just
saying,
like
burn, when he was saying like
burn 'em all. Yeah,
that
he
was really
just like burned like
Bran telling
Burn
him-
the night.
yeah, so it just fucked
Bro,
up his
stop,
head.
Stop. Only.
he was like people said like he was telling like how he did Hodor like hold the door like the burn them all is basically like him basically getting him to like work on and invent all the fire shit and like get a
Yeah.
stockpile of it for this.
Oh my god.
But that basically got ruined because they used all of it.
Oh
That
yeah.
is true.
Or did they all of it? They
Because they
used
used
it on
it
the
at
set.
the bay, and they used it on
Yeah.
the. On the
Oh, they
inner
did.
sanctum
All
or
the
whatever.
explosive
Yeah.
shit, I'm pretty sure they
Is that
used
the
like,
Baylor?
all of it.
Damn.
Like when they blew up like
God
the
damn it,
tower
Cersei.
and those
Yeah.
buildings.
When,
Yeah, so
yeah.
like if so maybe he doesn't because if you think about it, is not in case so maybe he tries to do that, like do the Hodor thing and does that, but like he's never gonna know all the what is it, the flame shit's gone. Like how would he know that? So like maybe still now he's like, oh, like he'll do some Hodor shit where he's like, fuck, like we gotta have a whole bunch of this shit for all the Nightwalkers, but he doesn't know it's all gone. So even though he's changing the past, like it's already gone.
Bro, there's gonna be blue fire, green fire, normal fire.
Normal fire.
There's gonna be all types of fire out here, dude.
I want to see like the badass shit where like the fucking like the Night King when he like speared the dragon out the sky.
Dude,
that shit was.
insane.
You can do that bitch so fast, bro. He
I
fucking
know.
flung that hoe.
Like, dude, when the dragon got hit by it,
You hear that?
everyone was like,
that.
oh,
Doom. You
shit.
hear like the loud noise.
He
See,
just gets
there's-
hit with it, and it just fucking crashes, and everyone's like, oh. Fuck.
Everyone's like, "Oh my
Yeah.
god!" He got
See,
like.
but that was also kind of stupid in that episode, because in that episode they were all stuck in the middle, surrounded by the pond, but they just stood there watching them, right?
That's what I was gonna get into. This season needs to have like, I understand it's a fantasy show and like real or whatever, but things need to be less
Realistic.
stupid. I guess, because that was stupid. The thing that that was badass, but like they were right there, like stuck,
And
You could've
they're
just
like, "Oh no,
done that.
water! I can't go." Yeah.
But and then also that same episode,
A lot of
um,
things were wrong with that episode. Yeah.
Oh,
the guy
about
that
how
saves
the
Jon
guy-
Snow,
the
his
guy-
uncle,
The uncle. Yeah, he
Freaking
comes and just
out
dies.
the ass.
comes
Out the
in.
ass.
with the force, and like whatever, fine, he saves him.
Hey, wait,
But then
why
he's
does
like-
John stay in the first place? Again, couldn't he have left too?
Didn't he get knocked off?
No,
They
he
couldn't
was.
make it.
No, that was stupid too, because he kept killing them.
Yeah,
then
he was like,
was
"Don't
preparing
worry,
another
go on."
spear,
Yeah.
And then they left, and then he fell into the water, so they had to dip. But
Yeah.
it's like
No,
John
but
should have
one
just gotten on the
thing-
freaking dragon.
Yeah.
The only reason why the dragon showed up because there was a guy that went back to the wall and told them, dude, that guy made it all the way back.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah,
Gendry.
that was another
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
He did it
Gendry.
all the way the fuck back.
Gendry
in, like,
ran-
record fucking time.
So
Think about
yeah,
how long that scene was.
Usain
Like,
Bolt
in
got
real
nothing
time,
on
it
him, man.
wasn't that long.
Oh, there's no-
He
I mean,
ran all the way
Yeah,
to the
obviously
wall.
not real time, but like still though, he should have died. No, who?
Mhm.
No, I'm saying
They-
like in Showtime, like it wasn't that long. Like it was like half a day, right? They were like sitting in the
No,
like, it was like into the night or some shit, right? They were
They-
like,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was
yeah.
nighttime, and then it turned into day or some shit, and he made it. He ran all the way the fuck.
Oh, that's
to the
right.
wall
Yeah.
In that
Yeah.
time.
In that
Like,
cold,
yeah.
in
There's,
that
there's a
cold.
lot of time issues with that, episode
It's just
overall,
because- it's
which
just
is why
because,
it
like,
gets
to make
judged.
The world's so big, they kind of have to shrink it by cutting out like traveling.
Mhm.
No, I mean that's what they do.
That's
That's why people kind of don't like. There's a lot of controversy behind the season 7, because also like they were at Dragonstone with Daenerys, right? And then they're like, oh, we need to get a walker and go to the wall. And it's like one scene cut, they are in a boat getting to the wall, and then the next scene they're there, And it's kind of like they need to speed things up, but also like Game of Thrones has had this slow, steady pace all along, and now it's like, oh, everything's happening like that, which is why a lot of people don't like it. But at the same time, I get it, like less filler, I guess, which is the good part.
Yeah, I understand cutting out like the traveling, which I
Mhm.
understand.
It just things still need to make sense.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense. It just kind of does break up the pace, but like I'm willing to forgive them for that.
For like
to,
traveling to
shit
get
with
somewhere,
it.
but like for that scene, it's like weird because it's like they're how much longer were they standing on that thing while he was running all the way there?
Yeah,
It's like a little weird for that scene specifically.
like
Um,
it's basically hours, and he ran all the way from where they were all the way the fuck back. Like he didn't stop at all.
Yeah.
And it's freezing. Like when he shows up, I remember I saw a picture in the recap, and his beard is like frozen and shit. I'm just like, how the fuck did he run all the way the fuck back? It takes them like they camp and then go somewhere, like outside the wall. Like this motherfucker just ran all the way back.
Bro, it's
Cross
Genji,
country.
dude. He's a king. He's the chosen one. Maybe he's the flame prince.
He cannot. Like I cannot have him. Like you haven't had enough screen time to get that clout. Like you gotta like not.
Yeah.
Like if it's like it would be some Game of Thrones shit to not have it be one of the main three, but like just give it to one of them.
Nah,
please.
yeah,
Please.
yeah. No, yeah. So next season also, I loved season 7 was really good, but there's still not an episode that I'm like, like Battle of the Bastards. You know, that was
Bastards was so good.
that.
Yeah.
And then
In
the
my
next
opinion,
episode-
in my
and then
opinion,
the
yeah.
finale. Don't sleep on the finale, because the finale after that was fire too.
What was the
That's
finale
when,
of that season again? Like what exactly?
Cersei blows up the
Oh, she blew. Yeah, she blew
thing.
everything up.
It's like
Tommen
a little musical thing.
walks off
and
the
then
edge. Yeah.
Tommen walks off the edge. The
Oh,
old dude gets stabbed by the kids.
Oh, my
so many
wife-
people die.
Oh,
so
my
many people
wife,
die that
my
episode.
wife died. I'm gonna jump off this ledge.
Yeah.
Sad.
True.
Even though she just wanted the power, right? She didn't even like him that much.
Yeah, like as much as I hated Joffrey, Tommen was such a puss. I feel
Yes.
Yeah, he was kind of a puss.
Tommen, little
But
cuck.
then and then
in the finale, it was also the whole like White Walker shit. Like that was in that episode too, right?
what
that was
Walker.
that was the Cersei stuff
That's
was season 6.
7.
That's
Yeah,
season
this is-
7. That's
yeah,
season 7.
seven.
The
Season
season
six
6
is
one,
Battle
it
of the Bastards,
ends.
yeah.
It ends with Daenerys going over to
He's on the way there, right? Yeah.
Westeros.
Yeah.
And honestly, those two episodes are so strong that I don't like.
They
Season
are
7
really
was
good.
good, but I need season 8 to have an episode that makes me go, damn.
I think like
This-
every episode
this
should
is
be
the
making me
one.
go damn in this
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like 6. If it's 6 episodes, and they're gonna like compact it, like everything, because like the whole story has to end in 6 episodes, which is insane.
Dude, that is insane.
So yeah, like the
honestly.
pacing has got to be like that.
It's gonna be so fast. Every scene is gonna be like crazy. I feel like not. Like,
Every second
they
like
go
meaningful.
episodes,
there's gonna be build up, but like I
Yeah.
feel like scenes
The
in
first
general are just gonna be like.
the
Game
first
of
like 30
Thrones?
minutes of
It's-
one.
It's gonna be done within like the next 2 months, guys.
Yeah.
Like that's insane to think about.
They have to build it up like in the first 30 minutes of episode 1 should be like all the build up they need, and then just fucking
Yeah,
go with it from
and
there.
then just
'Cause there's
just
no way.
action throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, there's no
throughout
way
the
they
rest of
could
the season.
to like have everything resolved and like have everyone be like, unless you have like a lot of loose ends, which would be a tragedy, but I doubt they're not that dumb. Dude, those actors probably get paid so much money to like.
They do.
Yeah.
No, they get paid
they're-
so
I think
much.
they have to
Bro,
be the highest paid actors in fucking TV.
and it's like not an easy job too. Like they spent, I think for season 7 episode, the one with the ice, like they were over the wall.
Yeah,
That was like a 75-day shoot.
that's insane.
In like that's how much time they spent shooting that episode.
Yeah, I
In the
I know-
cold.
I know.
So
I know because they went somewhere to film it, but they could only do it in the winter. So
Mhm.
they had
Yes.
to they had to film everything else and then wait till the winter to actually
To film
when
the-
it was
Mhm.
snowing
Yeah.
to film all the
Yeah.
other scenes.
Because I know they did some stuff in Greenland and Iceland.
Yeah.
and then also
It's
they have to
just
stay more time because in those places generally there's like less daytime. So like usually they like shoot for like the
Yeah.
3 hours they have of like daytime, and then they have to like
Yeah,
wait till the
and
next day
anywhere
too.
That's barren and icy
You know.
like that. They have way less dates, so the
Mhm.
shoots are short. And they have
That's
to do
insane, man.
No, I
that's
mean,
why the budget for each fucking episode is fucking.
It's
millions
absurd,
of
like
dollars.
millions. Yeah, millions.
bro,
man.
that like, and you could tell last season. You could tell this season. I'm scared, bro. Like this season,
Dude, each episode is gonna feel like a movie, man. Like
it
it's
is
gonna be.
It's gonna be literally like a movie each episode.
When
Yeah.
you really
real.
saw the budget, what I feel like was when
Hold on, I'll
when
switch it up.
the Ice King was like riding the dragon and it was fucking blowing the fucking fire and like fucking.
Oh,
the entire
bro.
wall. That's legit. That looks like some shit from the events. Like same shit. It looked same. Like
Yeah.
quality, look exactly the same.
I'm looking at their pays now. I'm looking at like how much. Well, this is like a fucking cosmopolitan thing, so I don't know how fucking true this shit is. But it says like,
It probably is.
I hope it is. It says like fucking like it says Kit Harington's making like 500K. Lena Headey, so Cersei, Peter Dinklage, and Emilia Clarke are all making like 500K an episode. Oh, and Jamie,
An
per
episode.
episode.
The
Per
crazy thing is
episode.
that isn't Daenerys' actress? This is her first time being in a show like this, or just a show in general.
I've never heard of her in anything beforehand, so I mean, I'd imagine.
Yeah, see, she's done stuff in the, but I don't think she's done other stuff.
Definitely her
beforehand,
biggest
yeah.
role. Yeah, this is definitely her biggest role.
What do you
Same-
What do you do after Game of Thrones? You just like retire? You do like some side?
Become the main villain in a Call of Duty title. What you mean, man?
Or you could be like-
Facts.
Or you could,
Damn.
or you could be like Theon, who's the bad guy in
Forget about that.
in John Wick.
Oh, true. Or Littlefinger that appeared in like some budget ass movies.
You be
Like,
Randy
I mean,
Snow and be like a bad singer.
Littlefinger did what you would call it? He was in Quantum Break.
oh, really?
Yeah. his actors in there.
Wait, so-
after Game of Thrones, you just have like action and like suspense like clout. Like you just have like you just have like industry acting clout to do like a whole bunch of like high budget shit.
Yeah,
You
whatever
see
you
the
want, honestly.
action scenes, like intense dialogue, like striking of scheduling, like you've done it all. So you could do anything.
Bro, you wanna know something crazy? They finished shooting this season, like the final season, in July of last year. So
Really?
They
Yeah.
finished shooting it.
they finished shooting it.
So
Yeah.
then all of that was
So-
just editing and like prepping,
Editing
Yeah.
and all
CGI,
that.
all
And I
that.
just searched up
effects.
like how like the budget for each
That's
episode.
good.
This is a rough estimate, but it says the final 6 episodes of Game of Thrones will cost a staggering $15 million a piece.
A piece.
So
Oh my
Good-
god.
Good shit.
Jeez.
15 times
A movie, bro. It's a
Six.
movie.
That's
man.
good.
that's $90 million.
Yeah.
That's great. That makes me so happy.
Wow.
It makes me happy to hear. It makes me happy that they're putting money into their
That's
shit.
probably the highest budget.
That's
for
the
a-
highest budget show ever.
Definitely for a
Highest
TV
budget show
Yeah.
ever.
That
no
is the
doubt.
highest budget
Yeah.
TV show. Yeah.
And they
Wow.
already said that they have the longest ongoing battle scene in TV history or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like,
One of the episodes is gonna be a whole battle. Yeah.
So,
Damn.
dude, enough talking. Like I'm ready to just watch it now. Like please.
When does it come out?
Yeah.
When is it out? 'Cause I
Sunday.
need to
It's
buy
this
H-
Sunday.
This Sunday.
I need
this
to buy
Sunday.
HBO.
I don't have
Yeah.
HBO
Yeah,
either.
I'm down to like live watch it, but like I need like
Thankfully, we get HBO
Yeah,
from
I-
our direct TV.
yeah, I'm only watching
Uh,
it. I'm only watching like live shit HBO. I'm done. My bootlegging days are over.
I can't bootleg these final episodes, bro.
I'll make
we
a
don't
free
bootleg.
trial,
That's
bro.
illegal, guys. Come on, we don't bootleg. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah.
Don't arrest us, please.
we didn't bootleg the whole like other seasons on Couch Tuner or anything, you know.
Yeah.
Never.
Oh my god.
All that plug-in though.
Alright. That
Couch tuning, bro.
shout
No
out.
free plugs.
Yeah, for real. I expect a bag now, Couch Tuner.
Here's the sponsorship. We'll show
The couch.
Oh, true. Couch
Only want to illegally stream your favorite TV shows.
Or anime. Go
Or
watch
anime.
cartoon.
Yeah, for real.
Kiss Stan.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
Kiss Stan
Now we're
Dad.
exposed. Now we're just exposing the good ones. Now we gotta.
Uh-oh.
Now they're gonna get shut down because our podcast is gonna go popping, bro.
It's alright because we have.
God,
It's alright.
Bleep it out. Bleep it out, Norman.
Yeah, I'm
Hell,
just- Where's it go?
You know,
back?
This part out.
if Hentai Haven's able to exist,
Oh,
I'll understand why these other shows, other things are not allowed to
God
exist.
fucking damn it.
That's the truth.
I need to eat a vitamin, bro.
Eat a
Need some
bite.
water.
God
You
damn.
got
Eat it.
Flintstone vitamins.
What? I got the gummies, bro.
did your friend get obese from eating too many Flintstone vitamins?
Yeah, he ate too many and he got fat.
He eating the bitches like candy.
Yeah, like candy, exactly. Like he
He
just
probably
calmed
got
it
a.
down.
He probably overdoses.
Yeah. What?
Oh,
Mhm.
geez, I'm fucking Flintstone vitamins.
Okay. Back to Game of Thrones. Did we cover all the topics I think we wanted to talk about? I feel like
Yeah,
we
Yeah.
should-
Oh, and last thing, Travis Scott weekend and the what? The,
I don't
Come
care
on,
about
bro.
that. I don't care about that.
I don't relate.
It's gonna be-
Hear the dragons just
It'll be
burst
so
like
out of place.
lit.
It's
Like,
gonna be it's gonna be another Ed Sheeran thing, bro. Like
Wait,
he
it's
was
like, why
in
are
Game
you
of Thrones,
here?
but nobody cared.
It's just-
Travis Scott with his braids and shit.
Oh my, dude,
He's been at a
oh,
campfire.
bro, dude. If I see, yes, that's
Oh
what I
my
need, bro.
God.
If I see like fucking like if I see someone just get like stabbed, I want to see like John get stabbed in the back, and it's like this little, it's like a little kid. I want him to take a mask off to be a faceless guy, fucking Travis Scott with his little dreads. I just want to see him
No,
take his
no,
fucking
I
mask
then
off.
thought about this. I was like, yo, what if Travis like appears in one of the videos? But then I
Ain't
thought
no
about
way.
it, and I'm like, wait, there's like no.
There
black
are no black people in
Thrones?
Game of Thrones, Gabe.
Like, at all, bro.
Grey
only
Worm?
character I remember-
Grey Worm. Grey Worm's like Grey Worm's like he's I don't know what he is, but
No,
he's not.
the only one I remember was the big guy from Marine, I think, that was
You're
like
right.
trying
The guards.
to like, get on Daenerys. He was like
Oh,
big,
wait.
and he was like
You're
the
right.
king of the city.
What's
The
his
guy
name?
in the vault.
The one who got locked up in the
Yeah,
vault.
in the vault. In
Okay.
the vault, yeah. That's the only black guy I remember. That's it.
How about the guy who was guarding the king or prince of Essos? No. Essos. Is it the no? Wait. Oh, Bravos.
Bravo. Is he black? Yeah, I guess he is black too.
Guard, that guy, from talking
No,
about.
I know who I'm talking. You're talking about the Great Sword of Bravos. What's it called? The best sword in Bravos, or I don't know, something like that. The guy that trained Arya. Is that what you're talking about?
What?
No,
the
no,
Wasn't that trained Arya? Is it
He
black?
did.
No, I'm talking
bro.
about like the brother of the brother who got his eyes taken out by the mountain.
Oh,
Remember?
like
No, Oberyn wasn't black. Oberyn wasn't black.
No.
He was white.
I'm talking about his brother's guard.
Oh, his brother's guard.
You guys.
The one who- Remember when what's it called? Jamie's daughter was like, "I know you and mom were actually brother and sister, but that's
who's
cool."
this
'cause
guy?
Oh, I think I forgot. I honestly, I'm so like
I posted
foggy on the
something in the
Dorne
chat.
stuff.
Because I just
But
remember
probably.
the three bitches, and then whenever they leave and Jamie's daughter gets poisoned.
Oh, that
By
guy.
that-
That guy.
Is that the guy you're talking about, David? I posted it in the chat.
Okay.
I don't know.
He's black.
All the black people in the Game of Thrones are either like
Yeah, that
Fuck
guy.
either like
Oh, you-
slaves or they're fucking like in some army.
Yeah,
or
they're
just,
like some
they're
army.
just no name ass like your bodyguard. Like there's no one.
Honestly, for real, dude.
I want more representation. Season
Where are my
8, guys.
Where are my Asians at?
Where my brown people at? Come on, man.
Game of
Where my
Thrones, they just
Hispanics?
they don't have like an Asia or an Africa equivalent to the world.
True.
They just have,
They're just all
Westeros,
white.
Westeros is like Europe, and then what the fuck? The shit across the sea. That shit's like.
Essos. Yeah.
That shit's like. That shit's like.
It's just slaves.
It's
And like
it's
brown. There's
everyone's
some
like-
brown
ev-
people. I feel maybe.
Everyone's like Latino or like
Latino.
everyone.
Latino.
One of those two.
They don't even speak Spanish. They don't even speak a language. Like, what's it
Everyone-
called?
They all speak fucking English. Like, how does that make?
Why?
any
Okay,
sense?
why
Who?
are the Dothraki all white too? The Dothraki. Oh wait, they're not all white actually.
No, they're not.
Khal Drogo didn't speak English.
Dude,
Truly.
hold
He
up.
did.
Now I'm thinking about it. Hold up, Daenerys really got the bag, bro. She went from Aquaman.
Marcella.
She went from Aquaman to fucking
Dario.
Jon-
Villain
to-
in Call of Duty, bro.
yeah, yeah, bro. She really like Aquaman to Dario to Jon Snow. Like she really got a bag.
Kit Harington in his well-known role as the villain.
And, yeah,
Yeah.
as the main villain in.
I don't-
When someone says Kit Harington, I think of Infinite Warfare, not Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
He's in this
True.
little thing, this little stupid ass low budget show like Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Stupid.
Okay, back to Game of Thrones.
No.
I think.
Yeah.
Because we had Oberyn, and then his brother and Dorne. Okay, that's what it was called.
I'm so foggy on Dorne. I mean, the last people from Dorne were like Oberyn's wife, who. Wait, they straight up died, right?
Yeah,
No,
they're dead.
Oberyn's. Remember, Cersei kissed her daughter with
Yeah, her
like.
daughter is
And
dead.
the other one starved to death, right?
With the tears.
Did she? Did
I
they
think-
show them like
Yeah.
confirm?
Did they?
She was just
No, remember, they're
She killed her daughter right in front of
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
Remember-
Yeah, the daughter died. I'm not sure about the main chick. She
Did they
might be
leave the
dead.
other one there?
Okay,
just
so-
to-
there are four of them, because
Yeah.
Oh, the other two
Two
are
of them-
dead. The other two daughters.
two of
just
them got
died.
killed by Theon's uncle.
Yeah,
Then they
Yeah,
got
yeah.
then they got chained up.
and
Then the daughter got chained in front of the mom, and then
They
they
and
killed her.
Cersei,
Cersei poisoned the one in front of her.
because that's how
And
they
then-
killed
yeah.
Cersei's daughter. Yeah,
and now they're dead.
yeah. Feels bad.
Ario. That's the guy who you sent a picture of, Fahad. Ario.
Yeah. That's the guy you were talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is indeed a brother.
Okay. Well, I think we've covered most of Game of Thrones and what we needed
What-
to talk about on
Talk
Game of
about-
Thrones. Yeah, we pretty much like went over recap theories. That's pretty much all there is. And It's all you
it's
can
just
talk
a
about.
wait.
I don't know
Now
if
it's just
that's
a
really
waiting.
that's really all you can talk about right now. Is nothing's concrete. It's really just all speculation. What's gonna happen? Type stuff.
Wait, place your bets. Place your bets. Final, like who sits on
Final,
the throne?
final bets.
All
Final
right.
bets and theories.
Jon
Mhm.
Snow.
I want to. Yeah.
Your-
I want to say
Your team, John.
I want to say John wins. It seems like such a basic answer, but like it seems like They would want to throw you off though, and they just want to
You can
snake
say
you.
John wins, but with a price. Like I don't know, something like.
I think it'll definitely be a price. I think John wins.
John wins, but Daenerys dies. There you
Yeah,
go.
he kills Daenerys. He becomes the Kingslayer. I mean, the Queenslayer.
I don't
Jamie
know,
sits
man.
on it. Great Worm sits on it. There we go. That's
too
it.
good,
Too good to be true.
dude. No,
I'll go with Tyrion sits on it, bro. That would be a crazy one.
That's
I
possible.
would love that.
That's what needs to happen.
I'll
Yeah.
go with Tyrion.
Yeah.
I want to say John, but I just think that's too good to be true in any circumstance. So
Yeah,
I guess I'll go with
Bobby
Tyrion also.
Daenerys.
You know, I'll change my vote. I think it's the Baratheon kid, the bastard.
Gendry. Yeah. Okay. That's
Nah.
that's fair.
I think it's
It's Game of Thrones. Anything can happen, bro. Anything. Like all the predictions, Kit Harington said they were wrong. Like, what's it called? He knows more
He's
than
just
us,
saying.
so
Or he's just saying that shit.
he could be just saying it, but
Yeah,
you know.
he could just be saying that.
Like someone could tell the theory of exactly what happens, and it'll just be like, I don't know, man. Like
Oh,
obviously he's not gonna say.
Yeah, he's not gonna be like, yeah, you're right.
That's like when you're a kid, you guess the present that your parents got you for Christmas, and when you name the right thing, they're just like, nope.
Yep.
Like,
Nope.
They're not gonna fucking tell you. There's no point in asking. It's the same
Mhm.
shit. Like
Sam's gonna get it, bro.
Sam.
Sam's got the Iron Throne, bro.
He's
John's
not allowed
gonna
that
win?
property.
John's gonna win, but he'll be like in the process of dying, and he's just like, Sam, I want you to hold my legacy. Bam, there
Tell
we
my
go.
story
And then he
start
writes
writing
it
shit.
on the throne. He writes Game of Thrones on the actual throne. There we go.
Like, it's gonna be like,
No.
this will be the tale of the Game
Sam's
of
gonna do
Thrones. Then
Sam's gonna do some cringy shit where like it's gonna end by him like it's gonna cut to like an epilogue where where like little time skip and he's gonna be finishing like writing
Yeah, he's
it.
gonna be finishing the
like,
book, bro. I'm
inside.
telling you. I wouldn't be surprised if that, like, you know, it would be a cool.
Like they show like everyone like after what the fuck happened.
Mhm.
It's gonna be
We should
shit like
have another one for Game of Thrones after like the
No.
episodes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's what we were planning on.
That's the
yeah.
plan.
even if it's shorter, like we could just condense it.
Oh yeah, be like
Yeah,
even if it's
just
like
smaller
like
podcasts.
15, 20 minutes,
30,
like
30, 40 minutes, something
Yeah,
like
something
that.
like
Just
that.
Quick takes, hot takes about
Mhm.
the episode. What's
Yeah.
happening next? Like,
Yeah.
that's probably the way it would be.
And then we definitely need one once the season is over. Like,
oh yeah, just to wrap it
that
all up.
needs to happen. Is it confirmed that there's gonna be a spin-off show for Game of Thrones?
Oh, we didn't talk about that one, but yeah, I would like it. I feel like it's gonna be a long way for that, but I would, dude. Robert's Rebellion, and literally what happened before the show.
It's the one.
Oh.
It's a good one.
It's the only thing
It's a
everyone
good
talks
like
about.
it's long ass storyline, good enough for a show, and it has some like huge like battles and big events.
Go
You know.
back- They should go back all the way the fuck to the like fucking
Yeah.
beginning of like,
Or go
the-
all the way back to like Aegon, the guy who like conquered all of the world with
All
his
Westeros,
dragons. Like he just like rode them and
That's insane. What?
yeah.
'Cause-
So-
'cause that story, it's one of those things where they tell you the lore and you're like, wait, I want to see
Yeah.
Sean.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
have
this
like
shit-
books about it in the actual show, and I'm like,
fuck
dude,
a
they have
book.
content.
I'm trying to see this shit.
No, yeah, like I mean they have
No
content,
fucking
bro.
that. Watch
is there
it.
anything that mentions the older guy that was at the wall, part of the Night's Watch? Remember, he was
The one who
Brother?
died.
brother. Yeah.
He was the
Yeah,
brother.
I mean-
the brother of the
I
king.
mean, are you
right?
sure you're Tormund's the wildling guy, the redhead?
Oh, my bad. Not Torin. No, I'm talking about the Night's Watch
the guy
older
who-
guy,
the guy who
was
ran
the
it.
brother
Older
of
guy.
Rhaegon Targaryen.
The old
Remember
guy, really old.
The guy,
Yeah.
the guy Sam was taking care of.
Uh huh.
The old ass dude, he died. He died in one scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think it's gonna? He's gonna be in the.
Oh,
other show?
he could be in a spinoff. Yeah, he's a
Oh,
Targaryen.
Maybe
Spin-off.
not. Maybe not. As
He was a
old.
big one. He got sent to the wall for something. I forgot what, but
Maybe
like
not in his
he is
old
a
form, but,
one
like,
of the
you know.
brothers. You know,
Well,
it was
he
him,
decided-
Aegon.
Well, it said that he decided to leave because he didn't want to deal with fighting over the throne.
Oh well,
So
there you go. But he'll definitely be in it because he
It
seems.
just feels bad because he kind of fucked everyone. He's an egg. What a way to go, dude.
Yeah.
He really fucked up on that one.
All right. Should we end it? Because I gotta dip. Actually, I gotta finish my project. So.
Oh, yeah, pretty much.
Oof.
Okay.
Yeah, we should
Yeah,
end it
it's
off.
good.
Final wish list, like just a quick final wish list of what we want to happen.
I need Cersei to die.
We want who do we
I
want?
want humans to win the war,
Yeah,
of
don't
course.
fuck the.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
humans
yeah,
win the war.
obviously.
Night King
Humans win the war.
dies. John Killums.
I want John to find out about him being the rightful heir.
Mhm.
Obviously, that's gonna happen. And I don't know, man. I'm really scared about how they're just gonna handle who gets the throne.
Arya to
I'm
see-
really
I
scared
want
to see
Arya
it
to-
happen, but
Arya needs to see Cersei.
I'm happy like it's finally gonna be resolved too. So
Yes.
you know.
Final wish list. I need
Anything
the
else?
show to end.
Varys is gonna trade Daenerys, bro. That's gonna be my big theory, like
I can't
prediction.
wait for Jamie kills.
Jamie kills
Jamie,
Cersei.
oh yeah. No, that's
Jamie
Oh
killed
my
Justin.
that's another thing on the wish list. Jamie and how he handles Cersei.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's good.
Your
That's
mic
nice.
isn't working, Ladilli.
It's not working.
Oh, has he
No.
been talking this whole time? I was wondering.
Hello?
I was
Hello?
wondering.
Can you hear
He's
me
pretty
now?
quiet.
Yeah. I thought I was thinking he was just like, man, these guys gotta shut up. I want to try to end it. I thought
Do you
that's why
hear
he
me
was
now?
quiet.
No, I still can't hear you.
No,
There you
I'm
go, there you
talking
go.
here.
Oh
you
wait,
hear me
no,
now?
never
I
mind.
said,
That's so crazy. It's picking up my voice here.
there you go. There you go.
Hey, you hear me now?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. It's still picking my voice on the podcast, but now I feel retarded. Alright, it's cool then. Alright, now I can end it. Hope you guys did enjoy this episode of the podcast, episode 3. We really appreciate the support on the first 2. Hopefully this one gets there as well.
I mean, I'm in it, so.
Like they were talking about, we're probably going to do a Game of Thrones.
I don't know about that.
We're going to do a Game of Thrones one every episode. Hopefully.
And, our next topic besides Game of Thrones should be Avengers.
Yeah,
right?
it'll probably be Avengers later on this week.
Get
or
away!
in
Why
the
are you so
month.
close to the camera? Can you get away?
I want this to be the one that pops off so bad, just so they can just understand what we have to deal with, like
Yeah.
most of the time.
What you mean?
Don't shut up. Oh god.
Oh,
No, it's
stop.
worse because he's the biggest one on my screen. So like this is
Yeah,
what
same,
they have to see
same.
this all the time.
I can
Alright.
see Justin on my screen.
All right.
I mean, unless you're gonna resize it for like
yeah,
the
I was
video.
I was making them tiny. All right.
Yeah.
So once again, hope you did enjoy. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, share the podcast, please. Share it to people.
Please.
Share it to people that you think might like it. Share it to people who just want to make fun of Gabe. Share it to anybody. A view is a view. God damn it. Okay, I'm gonna end the
okay.
podcast
Shout
now.
out to anyone that makes
Alright.
it to the
Oh yeah, if you're here, if you're watching this, if you're actually watching this, you are a champion. Whoever
Oh,
you
yeah,
are.
yeah.
baby.
Dude, I'm about to.
If you're-
I'm about to put like a. I'm about to put like a gift card code in like one of these random ones. Just so
Oh,
someone.
shit.
Yeah, for real.
I'm not
If
gonna
you
tell.
don't end it soon, I'm gonna show my nipple. If you don't.
All
end
right,
it soon.
all right. Adios, guys.
Bye.
Leave ideas in the comments.
Yeah,
Bye.
yeah. Comments.
Say
Peace out.
adios.
Peace.